Just like that, it's all spot welded in. Perfectly done, if I do say so myself. This is my spot welder. Definitely a thing to have if you do a lot of collision repair. Good morning, welcome back to the BKG Shop YouTube channel. We are back to working on this thing. Where is it? That thing. That thing. The SI. So there's a couple of things that we need to get to. A couple of things we need to do before we continue on doing the body work. So one of them is that this hood doesn't close, so we have to replace the radiator support. And once we replace the radiator support, we can actually get the AC stuff back in. I just ordered the AC pump and actually ordered the AC condenser. Now the biggest thing I had that was the issue was I couldn't find the lines. Now my old man used to do SIs back in the day, and I found the treasure trove of all the aluminum bits and pieces that I would need, including all of these hoses. You can tell he's done quite a few SIs. A lot of these still have like the really good zinc plating, so I'm gonna pick and choose which one I want. Probably the better hose with the better zinc, and just so this inside underneath the hood cleans up a little better. And yeah, so we're gonna rip the front end apart, rip the radiator support apart, paint it, spot weld it back in, and get it going. Oh, by the way, I think I have a bad head gasket, but before I go down that route, I wanted to see if this would give me a temporary solution, and it didn't. So we're gonna do some motor work on this thing in the near future as well. So first things first, I want to take this radiator support and I want to scuff it down with a scuff pad, and then I got some B95P in an aerosol can, and I'm gonna probably spray this down real quick, and then I'm gonna start ripping off the radiator support off the EM1. So I got this piece all scuffed up, and we're only gonna do the top portion of it and leave the bottom black, because that's just how it is in the factory ones, always as it is. And so yeah, just scuffed it up, it's ready to go, and yeah, looks pretty good. Now it's time to now it's time to shoot it, and let us spray. Cap. So as you can see, it's a Electron Blue Pearl B95P, which is a Honda Civic SI color. Yeah, pretty fantastic match, if you ask me. It's the one underneath the car is kind of like burnt out, and it's a lot lighter than this. I'll try to compare the two, but when the whole car is going to get resprayed, it's going to all look exactly the same. So, and that's good. So the reason we're replacing the radiator support is because of this kink right here. I just don't want to deal with it. So I want the whole thing out take the bumper off, take the headlights out, and then rebuild the whole thing. So the new radiator support is already painted. I decided to go ahead and paint the whole thing just for the bottom. I looked, and it looks like they always paint them on the bottoms too. So confusing them with Nissan, thinking that they don't get painted on the bottom, but yeah, it's already painted up. So I just gotta rip the old one out, throw the new one in, and call it a day. And this thing is starting to look very, very nice. Got a couple more parts coming in for this one, and the video should be out probably sometime next week. I want to start wrapping up on it and start throwing the wiring harnesses, finish up all the plumbing, and yeah, this thing's gonna be a ripper. So this did have the original headlights, the original Honda headlights, which is kind of impressive because I didn't think this whoever had this car kind of took care of it. But the radiator support's original, doesn't look like it's had any damage. It does have the hookups for the fog lights, and there's a button on the inside, but the bumper didn't have any. So I'm debating if I should put some fog lights in on these things. I have kind of mixed feelings on them. So leave it in the comments down below if you think I should put the fog lights back in. Pretty much got the whole thing cut out, as you can see right here. It's all pretty much ready to go. Just got 2 spot welds right there that I got to drill out, and this whole thing comes out. I decided that on this one right here, you can see how like the whole thing is pretty much, well, it's a whole assembly. You'd have to cut out where the frame rails go. And on this one, I don't feel like doing that because, you know, it's factory welds, and I'd rather retain those. So I'm just gonna remove the top piece because it's really easy, and yeah, everything stays in its original location. So pretty easy. And just like that, this whole top piece just comes right out. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And now all I gotta do is just on this piece, I'm gonna just scuff it up on the edges, or where the spot welds will go. And I got a spot welder. I'm gonna use that spot welder to pretty much put this thing where it's supposed to be. And just like that, I got the whole thing separated, pretty much. All I gotta do is just throw it on the car and spot weld it. And if anybody wants this bottom piece, let me know in the comments down below. These are getting kind of harder to find, and yeah, I'll just throw it in, you know, throw it in the mail for you. Let me know. Just like that, it's all spot welded in. Perfectly done, if I do say so myself. This is my spot welder. Definitely a thing to have if you do a lot of collision repair. And all the corners are all spot welded in the factory spots. pretty much ready to go. Just gotta scuff those up and spray them down with a little bit of paint, and this thing's ready to be closed again. Gonna try to attempt to polish up these headlights because they're factory headlights, so let's keep it OEM. Pretty snazzy transformation, if you ask me. Looks really good. I'm really happy with how it looks. I'm gonna take them out, wire them out, and get the bumper back together for now, at least. So you can close the hood. Also gonna probably swap the hood. This hood has seen better days. And if you remember from the last videos, it's all riveted with dings from hail. So I got a new hood for it. And I kind of want to spray it underneath as well, just so I don't have to jam it when I spray it. Now that I got it kind of cleaned up, I think I'm gonna have to get new headlights to be anyways, but because even though these are OEM, you know, they actually restored pretty well. The whole chrome thing on the inside is it's gone. So yeah, I might just get new headlights. They're pretty cheap, but kind of sucks. I was hoping to restore these and not have any issues with them. This one looks fine, you know. Bummer house. Got the front end of this thing pretty much wrapped up. Everything works as it should. But I think I'm gonna redo the suspension now. I got the full suspension kit for it because the suspension is completely shot. And let's swap out the coilovers. So I got this thing out. Look at it. It's all destroyed. And these are the new ones that are going back in. Definitely going to be a lot better than what was in there now. And it's actually going to be able to be drivable. So I got both of these sides done, and this one, when I threw it, broke in half. It was on borrowed time, I suppose, but yeah, this thing's gonna be pretty low, methinks. But yeah, they come pre-adjusted, and I think it's pretty slammed when they're pre-adjusted, but we'll find out. I'll throw the wheels on it in a second and see how far it comes down. I think that's going to be a wrap on today's video, guys. Pretty much got a lot done today. Actually took the hood and I sprayed it down. Sorry about the hand. But for some reason it's just turning this matte color, and it started to rain not too long ago. And yeah, it's really humid today. It used to be really cold, and now like the floors are, nobody spilled anything. The floors are just sweating because of the humidity. But yeah, it's just not allowing the paint to lay down correctly. So I'm gonna try to hit it again tomorrow and throw the hood on. But the Civic looks pretty nice. Got it all lowered. All the coilovers are installed. So yeah, looks pretty good. think the next step is going to be have Alex do the body work on it, and we'll go from there. Pretty much just start wrapping up. This was like the stuff that I dreaded to do for a long time. The suspension, the radiator support, all that little stupid stuff grinds my gears. Now I can, now that it's done, I can finally get back to working on the GPR. So yeah, it's gonna be a wrap on today's video, guys. If you like this if you like this content, like, comment, and subscribe. A little subscription is free, but it helps out the algorithm. So again, like, comment, subscribe. Bye.